Welcome everyone. It's time for chair yoga. So again, let's think about how the day's been going and think about all the positive things that may have happened today. So finding gratitude and hope in each and every one of those positive thoughts. So remembering yoga isn't just an activity, an exercise. It can be for some very spiritual, very mental. And so just remembering that the mental and the physical are together. All right, while we breathe, while we're alive here on earth, our spirits and our bodies are one, and we must listen to each of them. They are unique, yet they require each other. And so always being positive helps you to think positively and makes others around you feel positive. So with the idea of positivity, let's begin this practice. All right. So finding yourself comfortably seated, making sure you have a chair. So if you're joining us for the first time, make sure you have a chair that won't slip. So if you're on tile, make sure that your socks don't slip on tile. So maybe take the socks off if you're wearing them. Unless of course you have to wear shoes, try to not have any footwear on for our practice in yoga and any practice of yoga. Socks can be fine as long as you don't slip. So if we do come into a standing position, then just be mindful of that. I happen to be on carpet, even though I do have tile here, but I'll maintain a comfortable and non-slip position here with the chair. Also just make sure that this chair won't slip. So maybe take a moment and make sure that that won't happen either, so that when you're standing and maybe pushing on the chair, it's not going to slide from underneath you. So if you're standing here on one leg, make sure, our props are really important. Make sure you have a block. If you don't have a block, you can even use a box. And I like to use blocks for my lower back. So to make sure that I'm always in good posture, sitting up tall, shoulder blades sort of coming together, not extreme, but just opening up the chest, lifting up, using the muscles throughout the spine and lower back, and in the abdominal region up through the sternum. Lifting up and just noticing how much more alert you become, much more open the lungs are to be able to increase the oxygen capacity within, the air capacity within the lungs. Noticing as you sit also that your feet and legs are parallel to each other, that the feet are fully on the floor. So sometimes you might have a chair that's too high, so make adjustments with that. The best thing to do is just to find a regular chair where you can make sure your feet find the floor. I also like to always say that once your feet are planted, begin to press them to the floor and notice the engagement of the legs. Maybe a gentle lift as the glutes engage, and then continue to lift up. Once you have this engagement, arms come out. This is our Tadasana, and I'll be going through a lot of these throughout. And Tadasana is very important because it is a foundational pose. Throughout this practice, in whatever posture you're in, you're going to come into a sort of Tadasana, a foundational pose. And that's really important to be able to have the strength in the legs in whatever pose you're in. The strength coming from the feet all the way up. This gives you stability, and it also reinforces and tones the legs. The strength is important. Yoga isn't all about flexibility. It really is also essential to have some strength, be able to have strength in the abs to protect the lower back, have strength in the legs to protect the core muscles in the abdominal region and the lower back, have the strength in the arms so you don't cause compression in joints such as the shoulders or elbows. or even the wrists. So knowing that we can always modify different positions, the different asanas as we call them in yoga, in order to be able to do something properly. All right, never forcing an asana, a pose. Listening to the body, again, mind and body, the spirit, talking to each other. You must be able to understand what the body's telling you, so there should never be any pain. Pain is your body telling you back off, come into a different position, rest, breathe. All right, remembering breath work is really important. Also, while I'm talking, and it might be something to get, we will practice our Bhastrika breathing. It is a bellows breathing, working to open the capacity of the lungs. So I have a tissue because we really exhale strongly just out the nostrils. So sometimes you might need a tissue for that. And a strap. So if you have a yoga strap or even a belt, an old leather belt, an old canvas belt, use a belt, and we use that to be able to wrap around the base of the foot, lift it up for some stretching of hamstrings and hips, and also for shoulders. And one other thing, you can also use one of those elastic resistance bands if you have nothing else at home. That will work too. All right, don't go out and buy anything at all. I even have a little Amazon box works just fine for a position back here if you don't have a block. All right. So now that we've prepared, you've had a moment hopefully to get everything and to prepare your chair, to prepare all your equipment by you. Maybe even get a little bit of water. Last bit of preparation. And know that you can always take little sips of water. We do forward fold, so not too much. Don't fill that belly up with too much water, so that as you bend over, you won't feel uncomfortable with all that water in there. So small sips of water if you do. It is warmer today, so you might need a little bit more water than normal. So begin, again, by sitting comfortably. Feet are parallel to each other. Knees are over the ankles. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulder blades are back. Chin is parallel to the floor, and feel the jaw gently come back. So that you can see in the video, shoulder blades are back, the chin is forward. I want the chin back. So that the alignment of the spine from the top of the head down is nice, strong, fairly straight. Knowing that you always have a gentle curve of your lower lumbar, gentle curve of the neck, but in general, there should be a nice, long, straight line from the top of the head back, and the jaw comes back ever so gently. Deep breath in, shoulder blades are back, arms come out, lifting up. Inhale tall, exhale, arms come down. Inhale, nice and tall. Palms come forward, placing them onto the lap. Shoulder blades back. Press the feet to the floor. Nice long spine, good alignment. Both sit bones comfortably in the chair. Closing the eyes gently, let's begin our meditative breathing. Breathing in through the nose. If it's uncomfortable to close the eyes, just gently gaze down towards the floor. And exhale out the mouth. Continue the breath, noticing the cool air as it comes in through the nostrils and comes back, vibrating the back of the throat. Exhaling. Begin to notice the body. Inhaling through the nose, lifting up the heart. Exhaling. Warm air, releasing through the nose, chest drops, belly button pressing back. Listen to the sound of the breath on each intake and each exhale. Inhaling a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to 5. And back to your breath. Inhale in. Exhale. Trying to make the exhale a little longer. Removing all of your thoughts. Directing your mind inward. Focusing on the breath. Knowing that the breath is the most important part of the practice. It is primary to any poses, any asanas that we do. If the breath pauses or is hindered, know that you should back off. Listen to the body, listen to the breath. Come into a resting position or modify the pose that you're in. Arms come out, reaching out, opening up the chest, inhaling tall. Exhaling, hands come down, reach to the floor. We're going to begin our Bhastrika breathing. So just a quick little tutorial. You inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. Everything you can. Inhale. Arms will come up. And on the exhale through the nose, very strongly, and first make baby fists. The thumb comes in, fingers come over those thumbs, and as you bring the hands down, the breath comes out. Really strong, as if you're blowing your nose. Palms are open, and on the exhale, thumb comes in, 4 fingers over. This is where you might need a tissue. All right? Anything that's in there might become dislodged. That's what we're looking for. We're opening up the passageways, nasal passageways, exhaling a lot of air out of the lungs, opening up the lungs to increase the lung capacity, because normally we only use about half the lung capacity. The lower part of the lungs usually have a lot of old stale air still in them. So this sort of breathing, and you can even feel and notice when you do this, the belly button pressing in, the diaphragm really working. So we're not only exhaling a lot of oxygen, opening up the lungs, we're also working the diaphragm, making it stronger. So finding a comfortable seated position. Oh, and for those with shoulder issues, your arms can come out and then come forward, like a bellow. And you can do the fingers if you'd like, but sometimes it's easier just to have them open. All right, so 2 sets of 15. Do what you can. If 10 is your number, then do 10. If you can go to 20, do 20. I will count 15 for you though. All right, here we go. Exhale completely first. Inhale and begin. And deep breath in. Maybe you'll cough. Releasing any tension in the throat. Deep breath in. You might feel a tingling, maybe a dizziness. Totally normal with this sort of breathing. This sort of breathing will give you a sense of hyperventilation, and that's normal. Even your fingertips might feel a little tingly, maybe slight numbness to them, and that's normal. If it's extreme, then take it slower and don't do as many reps. All right, so maybe 8 to 10 instead of 15, if you did do 15. So deep breath in, second set. Arms come to either the side or up top. Baby fists. Inhale. In. Breathe through the nose. Begin to slow it down. One more deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth, cleansing breath. In we go. Cleansing breath. Everything out the lungs. Feel the push of the diaphragm. Squeezing that belly. And inhale normal. Exhale it all out. Arms come up. Deep breath in. Extend palms down onto the lap. Neck rotations. Sit up tall. Chest lifting, then bring the chin down, exhale down, inhale to a shoulder, exhale to center, inhale to the opposite shoulder, exhale to center, inhale to the opposite shoulder. 2 or 3 cycles. At your own pace, using your breath to guide you. On your next exhale, bringing chin to chest. Breathe, arms come up, chin lifts, palms together, forearms, glue them together. Begin to bind the fingers and rotate the wrists. Good posture even here. Hands come to every corner of the room, rotating the wrists, trying to keep the forearms together. If available today, lift up the elbows a little bit higher, warming up the shoulders. And breathe. Feel the lift through the top of the head. Feel the extension of the belly. Focusing on the breath. Opposite rotation, if we haven't already done that. Exhale, bring the hands forward, shoulders drop. Breathe, inhaling up. Exhaling, pressing them down. Press those fingertips to the floor. Maybe grab the chair, lift up gently. Feel the stretch through the shoulders, the neck. Come forward again. Press The palms out, wrists forward, shoulders drop. Breathe, gently feel the shoulder blades coming apart. Inhale, arms come up, lifting up nice and long. Exhale, hands come down. Lift the heart, chin is parallel to the floor. Mind the cervical spine. Inhale, hands come forward onto the lap and bring the heels up. Slowly lifting, breathe, inhale. Just notice how the toes feel, how the heels and the ankles are feeling, how maybe even you're noticing the calves or the shins. Breathe. Press the heel down, lift up the toes. Widen the toes as you come up. Breathe. Widen the fingers at the same time as you widen the toes. And heels up, down, toes up, down. Heels, toes, breathe. Move them side to side. Heels in, and then out. And back to parallel feet, shoulders up and back. Begin your cat and cow. You might have to come forward slightly on your chair to give yourself some room behind you. Sitting up tall to begin with. Again, a little bit of space here so that the back can go towards the back of the chair. Your spine reaches back. But first, lifting up, top of the head reaching up. Hands come down onto your knees. Nice straight long arm, and then the shoulders press forward, belly button presses back, and chin comes down. Really feel the arch of the back. Inhaling up, slide the hands back. Heart comes forward. Breathe. Mindful of the cervical spine, chin not too high. Inhale forward. Exhale. Belly button presses back, chin to chest, shoulders stretch. Inhaling up, nice and tall. Exhaling forward, arms are back. 2 cycles on with your own breath. Inhaling tall, exhaling back. Warming up the spine. Breathe through the nose if you can. Inhaling tall. Nice and long spine. Pressing back gently against that block. Noticing the posture. Deep breaths in. Press the feet to the floor. Find Tadasana, our mountain pose. So the knees are over the ankles. Pressing the feet to the floor. Lift the toes. Toes are open. Feel the arches, the top of the foot engaged. Keeping the engagement of the foot, drop the toes. Good. Deep breath in. Feel the quadriceps engaged, glutes engaged, core is engaged, lifting the heart, top of the head. Exhale, hands come down. Really extend through the fingers. Feel the energy here. Active from feet all the way to the top of the head. Inhale, right arm up, left hand down. Reach, open up. Exhale, switch. Left hand up, right hand down. Breathe. You can even move the neck and just notice how the sides feel, how the neck feels. Breathe, switch. Inhale. Strong legs, strong foundation. And inhaling, lifting up, both arms reaching up. We're going to twist. Exhale to the right. Drop the hands, one to the thigh, one to the back of the chair. Lifting up through the heart, through the top of the head. Press the feet to the floor. Good foundation. Try to keep them where they were. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Right hand on left knee. Left hand to the chair. Breathe. Feel the twist, feel the length through the spine. Still nice and tall. Inhale, unwind, reaching up. Exhale, over. Press the feet to the floor, keep them still. Try not to let them sway over to the side. Exhale, chin might look back. Feeling the twist through the thoracic spine, through the lumbar spine, thoracic and the cervical. Even the eyes will look back and beyond. Inhaling, up we go. Realign the spine, exhale, over, catch that chair, catch the knee, lift up tall, and on the exhale, maybe the head looks back. Again, knowing each side can be very different, so listen to each side as unique, as individual. Inhale, lift up, good spinal alignment. Exhale, come forward, hands come to knees, prepare posture. Press the feet to the floor, good foundation. Side to side, just notice how the lower back feels. We're going to be working opposite limb extensions using the core, so this will work lower back and abdominals and legs. Inhale, back to center, nice and long. Exhale, come up, use the hands if you need to. Breathe. We're going to begin opposite limbs with the right arm up, reaching up. Extend through the left heel. Press through. Nice and tall, good posture. House the breath through the nose. If you can, I know it's allergy season, tons of pollen. Oaks are just dropping so much stuff today. So if you have to, breathe through the nose, but it's always better to breathe through the nose. Exhale down. Shoulders up and back. Left arm up, reaching up. Press that left foot to the floor, extend the right heel out. Breathe. Exhale down, switching sides, right arm up. Press the right foot to the floor, left heel reaches up. Breathe, hold that chair if you need to support the spine. Notice how the core is feeling. Is it strong today? Or are you feeling a little tired? Listen to the body. Exhale down. This is your practice. Switch sides. Knowing that I'm here to guide you, but you are your main guide. Listening to the body. Your body guides you. It communicates with you. Exhale down. Deep breath in, shoulders up. Press both feet forward, toes extend, feel the stretch through the front of the leg, and then slowly lift. Core is engaging, belly button pressing back, heels are coming forward. Hold the chair if you need to help support the spine. Otherwise, if you're feeling strong in the core, bring the arms up, reaching up. Breathe. You can even do just one arm if you'd like to support, and then switch after a breath with the other. Exhale, hands come down, feet come down with control, shake it out, and come slightly forward and do some windshield wipers to open up, and just notice how the hips are feeling today, the joints. I'm always assessing all the joints in your body before we really start to get into some poses. Breathe. Inhale, tall. Press those feet to the floor. Again, find that good foundation, your Tadasana. Lifting up. Maybe that block is behind you and you're feeling it, noticing, okay, how's my posture? How's the breath with the posture? It should be effortless breathing. Inhale, arms come up. Side twister, half moon. Deep breath in, right arm comes down, left arm comes over. Think of an imaginary wall behind you and you're sliding against it. Breathe. Really extend through the top of the head, through the fingers. Inhale, up to center, realign, exhale, over. Again, imaginary wall, even the elbow, trying to reach for that imaginary wall. And then extend, find the form first. Find the strength in the feet first. From the feet up, gives you a good foundation. Listening to the body helps with the form. Inhaling up, deep breath, realign. Exhale, over. Again, the imaginary wall. Feel the stretch through the left hip, through maybe the rib cage on the left side. Try not to crunch in too badly. On the right, you're opening up, lifting the heart. Inhaling up, reaching up. We reach up to realign and lengthen before we come over, because I don't want you to crunch in and dump into this hip. I want you to lift up and extend over, stretching the side without compromising the lung. Inhale, lift, deep breath in, prepare posture, come forward. Extend, eyes look down, press the feet to the floor. Bring the hands to the knees. Again, lower back, just notice how it's feeling. Inhaling up, deep breath in, upward salute. Maybe the eyes look up. Just notice the cervical spine and how it feels. Our first forward fold. So you can stay in prepare posture. So prepare posture right here, hands to knees. Torso is almost parallel to the floor. Eyes look down so that we have good spinal alignment. All right, so the chin is not up and the chin isn't really close to the chest. Nice long neck. Here you can use a block to stay in prepare posture, knowing whether or not you need to keep the head in line with the heart and not bring the head below the heart for any heart issues. If you're fine, you can come below the heart with the head, then begin to drop down. You can adjust your legs and your feet out if you need to. Again, do not compromise the breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling, maybe coming lower. Eventually, maybe dropping the head, exposing the back of the neck, allowing the head to relax, allowing the lips to feel like they're dropping to the floor, eyes are extending down. Breathe, shoulders relax, hands relax, and just gently move, just side to side, even an inch, or if you feel more comfortable, 2 inches. Continue breathing, notice the breath. Maybe extending over the knees. And then come to center, relax. Breathe. Pressing the feet to the floor, begin to find your foundation, engage the legs. We're going to reverse swan dive, arms come out. Use the legs for strength. If you need to put the hands on your knees, do so. Lift up. Feel the strength in the core as you lift the fingers all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, arms come out 90 degrees. Again, this 90 degrees can always be the case if it's too much on the shoulders to reach up. So remember, you can always just come out to the side. So out to the side, bring the legs out for goddess. Adjust yourself in the chair as you need to. If you need to come forward to be able to open up wider or not, press the shoulder blades back. You should feel like your back is fairly straight and long, good posture. Your knees are out as wide as they can come. As long as the knees are in line with the second and third toes, you should be okay, all right? But we don't want the knees to come out or in. We're protecting the knees by keeping them in line with the foot. So press open, nice and tall, goddess. Exhale, come forward 45 degrees. Feel the feet pressing into the floor. Press those knees back. Keep them in line with the feet. Lifting up, reaching up into temple. Breathe, exhale, goddess. Press those shoulder blades together. So if you got an imaginary wall behind you and you are planted against it, the back of the head, elbows, shoulders, hips, come forward 45 degrees. Feel the feet pressing to the floor, knees are pressing back, not caving in. Inhale, lift up, upward salute. Extend the legs slightly, adjust yourself as you need to, and then bring the arms out, 5-pointed star, as if you're pressing two walls apart. Breathe. Inhaling up. Exhaling, hands come down. Our first lunge. We're going to come towards that right leg, swivel, pivot in your chair. Your left leg will come around about 90 degrees. You can use that block to place the knee onto the block. Front knee is 90 degrees. Adjust yourself so that you feel fairly comfortable on the chair. Essentially, one leg will be off, the other one will be the only one planted on, but your foundation will be also onto the block, so that knee. Back foot to toes curled under, front foot placed firmly into the floor 90 degrees and 90 degrees, so the knee is over that ankle. We're going to lift up, holding onto the chair, and slowly begin to extend that back leg. Maybe you may stay right here and get and you may be feeling the stretch through this hip flexor already. Otherwise, if you can, maybe extending the heel back, pressing back, and getting into your lunge. Breathe. We're lifting up. Your hips, pelvis is parallel to the side of the chair. Again, always allow yourself an adjustment. Take the time. Breathe. Inhale, lift up. Maybe one hand, maybe two. Reach up. And again, we're lifting through the fingers, lifting through the top of the head. Your entire torso is actively working. In your front foot, pressing into the floor. You feel like you can almost lift off of that chair. Find the strength. Feel the stretch through the hip flexors, the psoas muscles up to the lower abdominal muscles. Exhale down. Breathe. Come back to center. Nice wide legs. Windshield wiper. Open up wide. Press the knees back. Good alignment. Knees with the toes. Arms come up into goddess. Exhale. Press those shoulders back. Fingers open wide. Come forward 45. Press the knees back. Feel the feet pressing into the floor. Inhale up. Reach up if you're available for the shoulders for temple. Exhale, arms come out. Slight extension of the legs. 5-pointed star. Lifting up again. Morning glory. Exhale, hands come down to the chair. And now we'll bring the left foot forward. Right leg comes back, maybe to that block right away. Adjusting yourself. Pelvis is parallel to the side of the chair now. All right, so you've moved the torso 90 degrees. Breathe. Inhale, tall. You may stay here if you're feeling that's a stretch, if that's as much opening as your joint will allow today. Otherwise, we're going to hold that chair, and maybe you'll be able to extend your right leg further back, pressing through the heel, opening up through the psoas, and again, the hip flexors. This is really good if you've been sitting a lot. This is a great stretch, this lunge. Again, lifting up through the torso, arm comes up, reaching up, right arm, maybe the left arm. Feel that front foot really press into the floor as if you can lift up out of the chair. You can always hold this and just work the legs and notice where they are. All right, strength is important in yoga. Strength, breath work, flexibility, it works it all. Breathe. Exhale, hands come down. Reach for that chair, come around, pivot, bring the pelvis forward. Now again, parallel to the front of your chair. And just allow the hips to relax in our windshield wipers. Bring that right leg in, squeeze, drop it down, left leg in, squeeze, drop it down. Forward fold, arms come up. Again, you can do 90-degree at the elbow. Exhale, come down. Prepare posture if you need to, or allow yourself to come into a full forward fold. Hands drop down, maybe to your block, maybe to the floor. We're going to come up out of the chair. And what we do first is we're going to maybe use that block to put our hands on, to the block. The feet will be firmly planted. Bring them in about hip width apart. Still in a forward fold or prepare posture position. We're going to strengthen the lower legs. Feel the quadriceps begin to engage. And slowly lift up out of our chair. And then moving gently side to side. Maybe coming up to the higher block. If you feel you need to, you can use it wherever you need. Wherever, it always is, depends on your proportions, your flexibility. Each day can be so different. Each side can be so different. Breathe. Allow the head to hang. And bringing opposite elbow to opposite hands to opposite elbow. And this really helps to open up. Feel the tailbone reach up. Again, if you feel unstable, bring your hands to your block at whatever height you need. Bending the knees slightly. Never hyperflexing. Slight bend in the knees always. We're going to slowly lift up. If you need to bring hands to your knees. And then come up one vertebrae at a time. Last thing up is your chin. Reaching up and then come straight to your chair to work on our stability poses. So lifting up nice and tall. Again, we're going to work those feet first. We're going to bring the heels up. Heels up. And down, bring the toes up, wide toes, lifting up. Breathe, and back down. Hold that chair. If you're in chair, then just bring the toes and feet up. All right, you can do this in chair. You don't have to be standing if you prefer to stay in the chair. Inhale, we're going to keep on the toes. Heels come up as high as possible. Slight bend in the knee. Try not to straighten it too much. Compression can be uncomfortable for the joint in the knees. So slight bend in the knee. Maybe one arm comes up. Reaching up. Breathe. And test how your stability feels today. Maybe the second hand comes up. Reaching up. Find a focal point. Something to keep your dritsi, which is your focus. Exhale, hands come down. Heels come down. Shake out the feet. All right, one leg, holding both hands on the chair. I'm going to show it this way though. So, lifting up the right leg. First, find your Tadasana. Press the feet to the floor. Feel the engagement in the legs. Slight bend in the knee. Right? Not completely locked. All right, this starts to cut off circulation and create compression in the knees. Slight bend in the knees, micro bend, as if you're bringing the shin forward slightly. Then putting more weight onto your left leg. Begin to lift the right knee up. You might keep that right toe to the floor, which is fine. Slight bend in that left knee. Keep it strong. Keep the hips strong, core strong. Maybe you'll lift. Breathe. Holding it here, good posture. Tadasana in chair, this is Tadasana standing. Everything, posture, everything is strong. Exhale out to the side. Maybe the foot will come onto the ankle or the calf and press it in there. Create another root into the leg, and then it roots down through the left leg. Hold on to your chair. Breathe. Keep your glutes strong, core strong. Feel your belly button pressing towards the spine. Good breath work though. Deep breath in. Maybe one arm reaches up, maybe your left. If you need to bring the hand down, please do. Maybe the opposite arm will come up and you'll find your stability here. Keeping the strength in the leg, eyes are focused on one spot in front of you, something that's not moving. Exhale, hands come down. Breathe. Knee comes forward and down. Shake it out. Opposite side. Press both feet to the floor. Find your Tadasana. Strengthen the core, glutes, the legs. Feel the knees even popping up. Pressing the right leg down. Slight micro bend in the knee. Bring that shin forward. Begin to lift the left heel. Good strong right leg. Maybe the toe will come off the floor. You'll bend about 90 degrees. Exhale it out. Even in chair, you can do this by pressing that right foot into the floor while seated and just bringing the left leg up and out to the side. And maybe when it's in the side in chair, you have a toe placed onto the floor on the outside of the chair. For those standing, bring that foot in to the lower part of the leg. Never on the knee, please, never on the knee. All right, you can push that knee in, push one of the ligaments out of whack, and push the meniscus and hurt that knee. So below the knee, please. Holding here nice and strong. Maybe your right arm will come up, reaching up. Still holding the chair. Maybe you feel comfortable on this leg. Finding the strength through the body, lifting up through the fingers, energy even coming through the fingers. Breathe. Don't hold the breath. Exhale, hands come down. Hold the chair, knee comes forward. Drop it down, shake it out. All right, good. Coming around, back to the chair. We're going to just stand in front of that chair. We do angle. Stand in front of the chair. And for those who just need to come into chair, please do. Otherwise, we're going to do a quadriceps strengthening position. And we're going to bring the hands down. Maybe you'll get that block and place it right here. All right, and let me show you. Let me demo first. What we're going to do is the knees are in line with the second toes, so good parallel position, good strong legs, shoulders up and back. And we bring the arms forward. Start to bend the knees. Bring the hands down. Find that chair or block. Hold it here. Maybe you'll sit on the block and lift up. Feel the heels pressing into the floor, the toes coming up. Breathe. For those who have strong legs, might touch with your fingertips to the chair and just hover over your chair. Breathe. Holding it here. Exhale. And slowly come lower, but still off the chair. You can always come into chair. Breathe, holding it there. Exhale all the way down. Shake out those legs. All right, let's find our strap. Leg extensions, like stretches, hamstring stretches. Pigeon, for those who have done this before. For those that are new, I will guide you through every part of it, so don't worry. For those who know these positions and have done it before, You're welcome to modify it just as you know you need to, using the blocks, not using the blocks. So good sitting position, strong foundational feet, legs, Tadasana, mountain pose is Tadasana. Shoulders up and back. Lift up your right knee and squeeze it in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale as you bring that thigh to the abdominal region. Exhale down, extend out, point, flex, rotate. So working that quadricep. Both directions. Bring it right back in and bring the strap to the base of the toes and extend out. Coming up as high as you like, you'll notice how far you can come up. Try and keep those elbows bent by the ribs. Helps keeps the heart lifted in good posture. We're going to grab on with just the right hand. Hold with the left to continue with good posture if it helps to support the torso. And then extend with the right hand, right leg all the way out as far as you can come. The left leg is still foundational pose, rooting to the floor, knee in line with the second and third toes. Lifting up. Breathe. Your exhale allows you to relax. It always triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, triggering hormones that help to relax the mind and the body. Even the physiology relaxes, so your muscles relax more. The fibers begin to release. Inhale back, breathe, switching hands. Left hand grabs, right hand can come out. And we're going to maybe begin to bring the heart around towards the extended right hand. Feeling a gentle twist here as you stretch through the IT band. Breathe, extending the right arm out, left arm extended towards the right foot. Inhale, come back, deep breath in, both hands grab, lift up again, one last time, stretching through the hamstring, bend the knee, come into pigeon. Again, pigeon can be done with a block. So if you would like and prefer, because you're feeling pain in the knee or in the hip, bring that foot to a block. If available, maybe that ankle will come up and be placed onto the left thigh. Adjust as you need to. All right, 90-degree angle with your right foot helps protect the knee. So if you're finding too much pressure on that knee, adjust your foot and see if that helps. If not, maybe bring the foot down to a block. You can even use 2 blocks. All right, and then slowly work your way up. Now we're going to come forward. You're going to probably already feeling the stretch in the hip region. We're going to bend forward, but we're going to hinge at the hips, coming forward slowly. Breathe. Top of the head is reaching forward. Nice long spine. Think of each one of your vertebrae opening up, lengthening. Tailbone reaching back towards the back of the chair. And once you've hinged as far forward as you can, then begin to relax the shoulders, the face, the neck. You know, you can always be dynamic, moving slowly to one side, just noticing how the body feels. Deep breath in, begin to inhale, tall, reaching up, breathe. Maybe loose that leg, move it around. Moving that femur bone hip joint region, acetabulum. Extend it out, point, flex, rotate one way then the other, and drop it down. Sit up tall, reach up. Exhale, hands come to the knee, squeeze it in, extend it out. Strong quadricep, press out that heel, point, flex the left foot, and rotate. Both directions. House the core, house the breath. And bringing it right back in. Find that strap, place it at the base of the toes, extend and lift up as high as is comfortable for you, for this side of the body, for this leg. Reaching with the left hand, grabbing onto that strap. The right hand might grab the chair to help support the torso and extend out to the left side, away from our midline. This is our midline. And we extend away from the midline. Right leg still planted, knee in line with the second and third toes. Breathe. Back to center. Switch hands, cross over. The left arm might come out, and maybe the heart reach over towards that left hand. Breathe. At the same time, the right hand is pressing that left leg over, feeling the stretch through the IT band. Inhale back to center, reaching up, last time, and then right back in, squeeze, point, flex, rotate one way then the other, and drop it down. Bring the hands forward with the strap, finding the place maybe about 3 feet apart. You'll have to adjust to your flexibility of your shoulders, your neck region, and or even your proportions. So the length of your arms. Deep breath in. We're going to reach up, lift up, nice and tall, extending up. As if you've got a wall behind you and you're sliding up against it. We're going to go towards the right. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. How the shoulders feel. Listen to them. All right, we're going to try and come back up and around. If that is too much for you, you can always try bringing the hands around. You can even stand or stay in your chair to do this. But if you're in a chair, you might want to move 90 degrees to the side so that you have space behind you, so the back of the chair won't be in your way. And then you just can come up and then bend forward. Otherwise, in chair, staying seated, you're going to bring it up and around. You might come a little bit wider than you were. This helps to open up, give the rotation in that socket a better ability to rotate around there. Deep breath in, lifting up, exhale, maybe coming back. Breathe. Don't hold the breath here. Keep breathing. Even close the eyes and just work through it, breathe through it. If you've come around or you've gone as far as you think you'll go, then come right back up. Breathe. Again, try and keep the arms fairly straight and fairly symmetrical, so try not to bring one over and then the other. Just trying to bring them over at the same time. Breathe. I'm going to try it one more time, so deep breath in. Do over from behind. Try it that way. Keep breathing. Breathe. Exhale through the tough parts. Relax the neck, relax the face. Bring the arms down. Shake out the hands. Maybe bring the hands forward, bring the fingertips down, and then back up, down, and forward. Bring your fingertips down with the arm, inner arm out, and then bring it up, and down, up, and down. Maybe you can reach those knees and bring those wrists forward. Stretching through here. Try not to bring the elbows up, bring them down. So you stretch mainly through here, through the carpal tunnel. So in case you like to be at the computer and type a lot, or if you just have to be there, this will open up through the wrists. Bring it back and forward, reach forward. Bring the elbows up, wrists up, fingertips are on the knees, and down. Bring the hands into prayer. Now bring the wrists down as far as you can. And then bring them up. Bring the fingertips down. And then bring up the wrists. Elbows stay kind of where they were. And then bring the wrists down. Fingertips point down. Bring them up. And then back down. Bring the tips of the fingers up. Bring them down. And up. Keep those shoulders down, not up here. Inhale up, reaching up. Exhale, arms come out. Relax the hands on your thighs. Palms up. Peace fingers if you wish. Pointer finger to thumb. Meditation if you wish. Sit up tall. Alertness with the body. Strong torso. And begin to close the eyes. Feel the feet pressing to the floor parallel to each other. Feel the symmetry of the body. Feel the asymmetry of your body. Accepting it. Knowing that that is uniquely you. That is you today. Accepting it with joy, with positivity. Knowing you have a choice in how you feel most of the time. You can choose to react with peace, calmly, or you can just lash out and choose to release control, giving up your choice. We are given free will to choose good habits, bad habits, good food, bad food. We can choose to be angry, or we can choose to be happy. We can choose to be peaceful, accepting. Notice your breath. Notice the natural rhythm of the breath. Notice if the exhale is a little bit longer. One thing to work on is to make that exhale just a little longer. It helps to physiologically help the body relax a little bit more, and maybe therefore the mind. It's practice. That's why we're here. That's why we come. That's why we do this. This hour for yourself to clear your mind. Know that you are not alone. There are lots of others practicing joy in the present, this gift we're given. Arms come up, reach up, palms together. Exhale down into prayer. Gently bring chin to chest. Last stretch here. Maybe even move an inch to one side then the other. Inhale, lift. Deep breath in. I thank you for coming today and practicing with me. I find joy in this moment, that I know I'm sharing it with you, even if it may not be at this instant, maybe later today or tomorrow, knowing that this might help you. Remembering it is our choice to be kind or not. I pray and ask that we think kind thoughts, speak kind words, do kind deeds, and think positively. Namaste. Thank you. Let me check to see if there are any questions. Otherwise, I'll put this off. Hello, Guzine. Good to see you. Betty, Chantel, good. I see you guys. Thank you for being here. And have a wonderful day. Have a blessed, blessed Easter. And I will see you back on Tuesday, unless you replay this and see me on a replay. But otherwise, take care. You're in my prayers.